Hey everybody, it's Blaine Rasmussen here with Rocky Mountain Honda Powerhouse. Welcome to today's segment of Motocents. I've got a special guest today, Dr. Shawn Rennick with Action Sports Clinic. He's the owner-operator of Action Sports Clinic. We're out at the track today doing some riding. First ride of the season, Shawn, and just got a few questions for you about the best kind of precautions that someone can take leading up to their first ride of the season. What kind of health or exercise should people be doing before they come out for the first time?
Yeah, great. Thanks a lot, Blaine. Really you want to do, it's late January, so about this time of year, racing season starts in early May, late April or early May. So you want to start to work on the three categories of fitness would be cardio, strength training, and mobility work. So you want to blend those three types of exercise really in equal thirds for motocross.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. Now, as the season or the beginning of the season starts, because the beginning season is a bit sketchy, people tend to get more injuries than usual. And I guess one good thing to talk about is what's your advice on the best way to rehab an early injury to keep that, to get yourself ready for that upcoming season as well, if you do happen to get an injury early on?
Yeah. You know what, like if you have something that happens early on, I would right away get it assessed. So I would go and see a sports professional or a sports injury professional,
right?
And either a physio or chiro or an MD, and find out what you have.
Okay.
And then get on a proper program where you're addressing the mobility of that injured spot and the strength, and then really starting to work with it, and then trying to get back to your sport like for motocross. So
obviously getting properly assessed and really pay attention to proper rehab, and don't get out there too early because you're just going to re-injure yourself and ruin your whole season, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important to really deal with things thoroughly and properly, and if you have a nagging pain, just deal with it and make sure you see it through and get it dealt with and to the point where it's completely fixed.
I guess that's your best recipe for success, to make sure you can fulfill a whole season.
Agreed, yeah.
Now, another thing that's things that are obvious to riders, obviously, is the gear, the protective gear that people wear riding motocross that you can see, i.e. boots, helmets, that sort of protective stuff. Those things are obvious, and everybody should be wearing those, but there's a lot of things that you deal with that are not so obvious.
So in our, thanks Blaine. I mean, in our practice, we have these custom CTI knee braces,
right? And
of course we deal with the wrist braces as well. And so those are really helpful if you're trying to prevent having a ligament injury, such as an ACL or an MCL sprain. So those are very serious injuries, as well as a scaphoid. I mean, these are injuries that happen in motocross. So I think custom bracing is a really good asset to have if you have insurance coverage for that. Right.
So if you're going to be any kind of serious rider at all, knee braces are definitely good.
Yep.
I know that for a fact. I've got my CTIs on. I don't have ACLs. I've broken them. They were gone a long time ago.
Okay.
So I rely on my CTIs, not more for preventative, but for maintaining my knees while I ride. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's important. I mean, and I know you ride your bicycle as well for fitness. So
and swimming, I do swimming.
And you swim. So I mean, that's strength and cardio, right?
Yeah.
So no, those are great exercises, and they really do help prevent further knee injuries, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's great. Thanks a lot, Shawn, for being our guest today. So
you bet.
Once again, this is Blaine with Rocky Mountain Honda Powerhouse for Motocents, and that's my 2 cents.
Awesome.